Hey, 10X challengers, we have officially made it to day 10 of the 10X challenge. Dude, I got to tell you, like, just being a part of this 10X challenge and coming here every day, the focus on this, the intention on the material, the access to Grant, the access to some of these experts that we brought in. I know for me personally, I'm thinking bigger than I was when we started. I'm in this every single day, and I have realizations like this all the time. Because as you grow as a person, your perspective changes and you see things differently and you hear things differently. It's like, the Bible is the same always. But when you grow as a person, you keep reading that, it hits you in different ways during different times. Cardone University, dude, same thing. If you guys are on Cardone University, that material should be used every single day, like the good word. You ought to be going through that material every single day, because as you grow and develop, you develop depth of understanding and you develop and grow. And so the 10X challenge was designed to do that. It was designed to highlight some gaps in your life, in your business, in your income, in your finances, with your network and connections. Let me just see in the comments, if you've made connections with people in this group that you did not know before coming in, just go ahead and post 10X in the comments. Post 10X in the comments. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes, by the way. Y'all don't need to take over chat with happy birthday wishes. 10X, 10X, 10X. Love that. Frost, John, Oliver, Ronald, Janet, Dennis, Agnes, Kristen, Gloria. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for responding here. Everybody's making connections, man. That's amazing. I love that.
How many days did people were they able to stick with the consecutive?
So let me just ask you this. We've done 10 days. Be honest. How many of you, I want you to post in the comments how many days you showed up live at 5 o'clock to join us for this challenge. How many days did you show up? How many days did you show up consecutively? All days, 10, 10, 10, missed one, 10, 9, 8, 8, 10, 10, 10, all of them, 9, 10, 10. A lot of 10s, a lot of 10s, 7.
Anybody that did more than 6 days in a row really should be.
Yeah, Grant's just saying that, like, if you made it more than 6 days, like, that's an accomplishment. Like, showing, yeah, I think that's lowering the bar a little too much, you know? But there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of distractions, and it says a lot about you and your commitment to doing something better and more by simply showing up. I'll remember one of my favorite programs that Grant ever created was a program called Rules of Success. My favorite program that he's ever created is this boot camp, which, by the way, hundreds of people, more birthday wishes than I got. I had questions about how to get signed up for the 10X boot camp. GrantCardone.com/virtual. Sign up now. We're going to start taking stuff away and raising the price probably before the end of the stream today. So do it now. Take care of it now. Get it out of the way. But this program right here is a game changer. It gives you skill. Skills pay the bills. When motivation drops and inspiration drops, dude, if you have skill, you're going to be okay. You need those other things, but man, if all you got is motivation and inspiration, those things are not there every day. And you need to have skills to fall back on. One of the most powerful things that I ever learned from Grant was from a program he has called Rules of Success. The very first lesson in that program was show up. And I remember I used to listen to this audio program. It was back when Grant maybe only had 3 programs. And I used to listen to this program every single day. I probably spent, it's maybe an hour-and-a-half program, 2-hour program. I listened to that program. I wore that thing out because it was expanding my mindset and it was making me think with potential and opportunity. And that's exactly what we've been doing with you over the last 10 days. Mindset, inspiration, motivation, skill. We're starting to stack all these things together for you. Now it's up to you guys to decide today which direction you want to go with this. You want to go continue to try to do this on your own? Or has the connection that we've offered you here, the connection that you've been a part of here, not just with us, but with the community, has that been worth enough where you're saying to yourself, I'd like for this to keep going? What do you think would happen if you continued with us each and every day? What do you think would happen if you showed up and you got more depth of understanding of the information we've covered? What do you think would happen if you continued to maintain a network like the people that you've met here today? You think that you'd be able to increase your income 20%, 50%, 100%, 500%, 10x? I believe that you could. And that's why you guys must enroll in our boot camp. You have to, because this is the next thing for you to do if you want to go deeper with us. GrantCardone.com/virtual. The offer that we have right now is insane. We've never offered our boot camp for this price before. This is a $3,000 to $10,000 ticket. If you want to come to one of our boot camps anytime during the year, we do 3 of them here in Miami. You want to come sit live with 3 days with us for 3 days, between $3,000 and $10,000 a seat. You can have access as little as $297. GrantCardone.com/virtual. So over the last 10 days, we covered a lot of ground. We've covered money. We've covered sales. We've covered marketing. We've covered execution. We've covered mindset. Today, we're going to talk about something that's incredibly important: products and offers, how you actually monetize. Incredibly important. So many people, like, the one single most important rule about a product offer, or the offers that they have, the products that they have, almost everybody violates. And this is the single most important thing that you can know about the products that you offer, the product or the products that you offer. And so Grant's going to share, he's going to share that with you today. Quick housekeeping real quick. The contest is on fire right now. I think I lit a fire yesterday when I went through the leaderboard. We were in almost a dead heat for first as of yesterday. But today, as of 5:45 or 4:45 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, a clear leader has emerged. Amar, the guy that's been in first place almost the entire challenge, is now in the number 2 spot. Ooh. Man, what's that feel like? What's that feel like, Amar? Amar Sankar, 58,933 points. That's a massive pickup from yesterday. Taking over first place from Amar is none other than my man Ken Dunn with 71,797 points. Insane.
I'm going to be giving away 50,000 points today, Jared.
Grant's going to give away 71,798 points today.
That's right. I'm gonna mess this whole thing.
He's gonna just monkey wrench this whole thing.
Jared, Alan just told me the GrantCardone.com virtual link will not be good after tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll be changing that link tomorrow for the offer.
Okay.
So anybody that wants to take advantage of the low price, $297.
You on a hot mic right now, or do I got to repeat all this? Okay. So Grant was just telling me that he told the team to change the link for the offer, GrantCardone.com/virtual, after we end the call today. So make sure that you don't wait. Take advantage of it. We have thousands of people that have already registered for this. This interactive boot camp is just going to be ridiculous. Grant and I are about finished with the workbook for this.
Stupid workbook.
It is insane. Like, looking at what we do in the boot camp, which is this workbook right here, our business boot camp. It's a 3-day workshop that we do. And going through and looking at what we're putting together for this interactive boot camp, like, one of the things, the biggest takeaways that we had is Grant's like, this needs to be less about education and more about execution. He said they need to leave here with an execution plan. We need to know immediately after we deliver a session that people understood the material, they duplicated the material, and they have the plan in place to go and put the thing that they learned to practice in their business or in their life. Like, this is the most practical, focused workshop that we've ever done. And so if you've been to our boot camps before, this is going to be a very, very different experience for you. I'm super excited about it if you can't tell. GrantCardone.com/virtual.
When do you get enthusiastic, Jared? What happens to you? How should I know when you're enthusiastic?
Because my ear starts wiggling a little bit. They start wiggling a little bit. I start getting splotchy. My skin starts turning pale a little bit, a little red. You know, sometimes I get loud and talk fast. You know, those are my tells. So also, guys, I want to go over our homework assignment winners. Every day we've been giving away cash prizes. This is the easiest way to make this event monetize for you. Just do the work. 10 winners for homework, $100 each. Vanessa Aarons, John Lopez, Tashima Fair, Jeff the Entrepreneur, Solana Whitehead, Christian Garfield, Rachel Rada, Judy Saavedra, Robert Golden and Paul Green, congratulations. You all took pictures of your notes and posted them in the Facebook group. Congratulations for showing up and doing the first step, which is just doing a little bit of work. Love that. 100 points for each of the homework winners. Ashley Snyder, Anita Trink, Carolyn Wiseman, Laura Watkins, John Oxley, Shannon Burrell, Mary DeCarnes, Christine Connolly, and Marina Byrne, B-R-N, B-R-N. Sorry, I butchered that. Congratulations, guys. Thank you for showing up and doing the work. Take advantage of this opportunity, guys. This training is free. Like, this is the workbook that we've come up with. I don't know if you can see this here, but it's, oh, they renumbered here. Let's see. 83 pages is the workbook for the 10X challenge that we've gone through. Like, this is something that we would charge thousands of dollars for, what you guys have experienced. So take advantage of this. Take notes. Take it seriously. Be intentional about what you want to learn today. You know, what can you learn? What can you learn from the questions that people ask? What can you learn from the comments and the posts that people are making? But more importantly, what can you do to put this stuff into action? One of the things that somebody told me about learning that hit me so hard was they're like, always look for ways that things can work for you, not reasons why they can't. Like, oh, you always have to look for something. Even if it hits you as like, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me. That should actually be an indicator that you need to take a deeper look at that and go, wait, how could this apply to me? What area does this apply and how can I make it work? And if you have that type of approach to learning, then you will find gold nuggets that are sitting right in front of your face that you may not have recognized otherwise.
You know what I say?
Super important to do that. What do you say, Grant?
I say, hug it out with a nugget.
Hug it out with a nugget. Hug it out.
Jared, why don't we give these hats away? You want to give?
You want to give these two hats away?
Random stuff.
Okay. All right. 2 hats. Cash flow hat. Young hustlers hat. First person. Let's do the young hustlers hat. Okay. First person to
what was the topic for day 2?
First person to correctly post what the topic for day 2 was is going to win the young hustlers hat. Let's see here.
I can't remember.
I got it.
I think I remember, but
yeah,
I'm not sure. That's the problem with information. I'm hot, right, Johnny? That's the problem with information.
Jared, I don't know if we should give it to him, but
not yet, Jared. Keep going, guys. I don't think we have it right yet.
Let me see.
Get the right. It's got to be exact. Please post the exact answer. Jared, that's why I want our virtual boot camp to be so different and to be not information, but execution.
Yeah.
We talked about that at lunch today.
Yep, we did.
Guys, I'm going to do 30 minutes. If you hear my voice, you know it's me. I'm going to do like 30 minutes, and then you guys are going to break out into a group and do an exercise that clarifies.
Exercise that clarifies.
Where you need to go.
Hey, give me thumbs up if you guys can hear Grant.
What you need to do.
Okay.
Okay, like money. Imagine if we got your money game straight as an arrow, designed to go to the wealthy. And our goal was to kill a brick. Do they know what a brick is? Who knows what a brick is? No, brick. A brick in financial terms.
Right, a milli?
A billy.
A billy?
A brick is a billy.
Okay.
So like first 20 minutes of our
William Brown, I think you might be the first.
Boom. Who got that, Jared?
I think it might be William Brown here.
So grantcardone.com/virtual, guys. The first 20 minutes of that workshop, hang on, Jared. The first 20 minutes of that workshop, Jared, you with me?
Yeah.
First 20 minutes. We're going to build a plan for you to get a brick.
Build a billy brick.
Do you think that that's too big for most people, Jared? Like they're like,
no doubt.
Ask them what they think.
Is that too big for you guys to think with right now, a billy? It's too big for me. I'll just be honest. Like to think with $1 billion right now, because you know me, I'm like practical and mechanical. So I'm going straight to, okay, how do I go from $1 million to 10 million?
You're young enough to do it. So, okay, we take a zero off. You feel better?
I'm just saying, you know, like it's
We
easier.
take a zero off. You feel better? Now it's 100
You can't
million.
get to $1 billion without going through 100 million without going through 10 million.
Okay. All right.
So I could say that, but you know.
Okay. Who's the hat? Who gets the hat?
The hat is going to go to Daily Disciplines from William Brown.
William Brown, you want a hat,
William
bro?
Brown in the Zoom
let me
room
sign that
backstage
for
VIP. You won the Young Hustlers hat. Uncle G is going to sign it for you right now.
Let me sign it right now, man. Should I sign it on the back or the underside?
Underside,
right?
yeah, underside.
There you go, Willie.
Should I sign it too?
No. Why not, man?
I'll sign it too. It's my birthday.
Okay.
It's my birthday.
And guys, look, if the brick is too big for you to think about, then we'll just get you a big lump of concrete.
This is for William.
Okay. A brick would be $1 billion. So what's 100 million? What is that? A decabillion? A decamillion? No. It's what's a 100
well, it would be a
million
piece of a brick.
Yeah. So we just call that
Can we call it the grout? It's a grout. It's a grout block.
We just call it a honey.
Okay, guys.
The other hat?
Yeah, second hat. Thank you for the birthday wish. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's see here.
Who can tell me?
Hat, giveaway cash flow hat. It's touched my head. So you know it's been blessed. What you want to do?
You want to
what?
Post what you get when you go VIP for the GrantCardone.com virtual.
Okay.
What
Okay.
extras do you get?
What bonuses do you get for going VIP at the virtual boot camp? You got to have all of them. There's more than one thing, so you got to put it all in one post.
There's
so live recordings and workbook, backstage, connection, pitch fest. They can see all this stuff. They can see it right here.
That's fine.
Ticket to 10X, pitch your business, sales pitching with your company. You guys can't get it on the same line?
What, they don't get it on the same line? I mean, we ain't gonna pick it all up.
Yeah, you got it.
So let me just go over what you guys do get, and Jared's gonna find somebody that got closest firstest, okay? You get, number one, you get 3 days in a VIP section with access to the pitch. Right, Jared?
Yeah, I think Dave Jacobs is one. Oh, wait, hang on here. Oh, Devon.
See, somebody left something out.
I think, 10X lunch meeting. No, almost, Devon. Almost, man.
Almost.
Donna, cash flow hat, pitch, lunch, backstage, total immersion. Almost.
How many of those cash flow hats do we have in stock?
Dave Jacobs, I think you got it. Let me see here. Because I think you went to the website and copy and pasted it off the website.
Oh, did he? Well, that's good. That works too.
Yep, he got it. Dave Jacobs, Jakobs. You won the cash flow hat. Grant's going to sign it for you. Put a little scribble on it. Here you go. You got the gold pen or the silver pen? Good. Okay. All right, guys. So product offers today, just real quick. I want to run through the, I don't know if you can see that there. Sign now. Real quick, I just want to run through boot camp, what you get. Today's the last day that this stuff is going to be available. So make sure that you take advantage of it today. The offer as it exists today will no longer exist tonight. GrantCardone.com/virtual. Phase 1. You're going to get 3 days of access to our interactive boot camp. We have thousands of people that will be live in the studio with us on some of the most badass technology that you can imagine. Millions of dollars in technology, equipment, and platforms to give you an experience. You'll have a meeting room where we're going to be doing our main training. Then virtually, you're going to go into breakout rooms where you're going to get to connect and engage with the other attendees to the conference. And you're going to be going through exercises and worksheets together, fleshing out the concepts. Then we're going to bring you back to the main group, and Grant's going to go through and start calling people out and bringing them up live to talk live in front of the whole group about what the content means and how it gets applied. Again, this is about execution. This is about doing something, and this is about having us be there with you every step of the way. So step 1, level 1, Essentials Bundle. It's going to get you access to this $3,000, $10,000 ticket to our boot camp. You're going to get access to it for $297. Plus, you're going to get access to the 10X Super Life course to get you started until the boot camp. Package 2 is our executive package. So you're going to get all 3 days of the 10X Business Boot Camp. You're not going to spend thousands of dollars for this. You're not going to spend tens of thousands of dollars for this. You're going to get access to the 10X Business Boot Camp. Plus, you're going to get access to our online training bundle, our 10X Challenge Jumpstart package, which includes the negotiating and closing masterclass so you can close deals like a pro. It's going to include the recession response training so that you know how to pivot out of COVID. It's going to give you access to how to make millions in business so you can start thinking with millions so that you can think with billions rather than the small little problems that you have today. And then finally, you're going to get access to the 10X Super Life course as well that was included in the previous option.
Lifetime access.
You're going to have lifetime access to those programs, folks. Those programs alone would cost you $4,900. Okay. So you're going to get access to the 10X Business Bootcamp seat. You're going to get access to the 10X Challenge Training Pack. And you're going to get access. This is the ringer of the deal right here. You're going to get a ticket, a $2,500 ticket to the 10X Growth Conference coming up in February in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the conference everybody in the industry talks about. This is the conference everybody goes to. This is the conference that everybody's always asking, what's Grant going to do this year? Who's he going to have this year? Because nobody spends the money that we do to put on a production where you have an experience. You don't just go to a seminar or a workshop. Okay, this is a $2,500 ticket. You're getting that absolutely free in the executive package. How much is that going to cost you? Not thousands. It's going to cost you $497. So we have a $297 option if you're just trying to get through the doors. We have a $497 option if you're like, man, I want to come to this 10X thing and see what it's all about. If you've been to 10X before, tell people in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or Zoom, if you've been to 10X before, should somebody want to come to 10X GrowthCon, hit 10X if somebody should come to this event. If you think that this is a great event, somebody should attend, let's see the 10X. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous, the offer right now. Package 3 is our VIP package. You're going to get the 10X training pack. You're going to get the 10X GrowthCon seat. You're going to get the 10X Interactive Bootcamp ticket. And you're going to get access to the VIP experience at the Interactive Bootcamp. You're going to get a private VIP lunch with Grant on day 1 and day 2. So if you've been to our bootcamp, that's where you get Q&A with Grant. You get extra love and attention from Grant. You're going to get a bootcamp coaching session where we're going to talk about what we're covering and make sure that everybody that's coming to the group or coming to the event actually knows how to prepare, what to expect, what things to have ready so that you can get started in advance. Plus, you're going to get a coaching session on the back end so that we can wrap up everything that we covered and make sure that you move forward. And the thing that everybody's super excited about is the pitch off. Okay. Every VIP ticket holder is going to be able to participate in the pitch off where you come in, you pitch your business to Grant in a panel of experts of our team, and he's going to give you feedback. He's going to critique your business. He's going to give you a little 3-minute coaching session on exactly what you need to do to pivot in your business so that you can go out and if you want to raise money, if you want to recruit investors, if you want to scale your business to 10X levels, that's all going to happen in the pitch off. Thursday. Invest in it. Maybe he might invest in it. But the pitch off is going to go from the VIP ticket holders, all who want to participate can participate, down to 10 finalists. And then there's going to be cash prizes for the top 3, $10,000, $5,000, $1,000 cash money to you to go ahead and invest either in your business, in advertising and marketing, or hey, come into more of our events and learning more about how you can double up or even 10X your sales. So insane offer. This is the most ridiculous offer that we've ever had since I've been here in the last 10 years. I told Grant, I said, the only reason why somebody wouldn't take advantage of this is number 1, if they don't have the money. And number 2, if they don't understand the value of what they're getting. And I know it's not number 1 because $297 is no money. So understanding the value of what you're getting, these 2 events right here, the 10X Bootcamp and the 10X Growth Conference, to get access to one of these events, you would spend thousands for, and you can get access to both for as little as $497. Take advantage of this now, guys. Don't wait till the end of the call. Don't wait till tonight. The bonuses are coming down. The prices are going up. Today is the day. You've been asking yourself, oh, I'm going to put it off. I'm going to put it off. I'm going to put it off. Today is the day. You got to move today. GrantCardone.com/virtual. If you wait till tomorrow, you'll be penalized. Hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. The people who took action early, the people who jump in, they're going to get the best deal. They always will. Okay. So GrantCardone.com/virtual. Take advantage of it right now. Today, we are talking about products and offers. And this is important. This is really important to get right. Grant's going to tell you one thing that you can do in your business that will allow you to sell more product. You'll gross more per product, and your company will explode. The growth of your company will literally explode, and you'll find new public and new audience that you never knew you had before by doing this one simple thing. He's got a list of stuff. He's going to go over with it. Guys, 10X challenge. This is day 10. Give it up for the man, Mr. 10X. Let's see some love in the comments. Let's go, Uncle G, 10X.
Thank you,
Let's
Jared.
go.
Thank you,
Let's
Jared.
go.
Jared, happy
Let's
birthday,
go.
by the
Thank
way.
you, bro.
Happy birthday, dude. Okay.
Appreciate
Oh,
you, man.
wow.
Appreciate you, man.
Remember when Magic Johnson did that to me?
Yeah.
I kind of got weird on that. It was a little uncomfortable for me. So, okay, good to have everybody here today. Jared talked about why people do things and why they don't do things. I'm bringing out the board today. And we got no, we don't have a special guest. We got my buddy. We got a guy that, you know, you give me relentless, and you give me motivation, I'll take big R all day long. Everybody looking for the momentum. Dude, if you got relentless, you're going to find the momentum. If you got the why, a big enough why, this is what I said on day one. This is why in our boot camp, in our virtual boot camp, the first 3 hours that I spend there, you will be walking out with a financial plan that will set you free. Exactly what you need to do, what you need to get rid of, where you need to go, what you need to spend money on, what you need to stop spending money on, how you need to use money, how you need to grow your top line to get that bottom line so that you can multiply for the freedom line. And you got to have a why, folks. Why are you doing any of this stuff? Why did you come here today? What did you want to learn here today? Okay, not yesterday. Yesterday's over. Okay, why? Oh, well, man, I'm passionate. Okay, well, good. You're passionate. But why? And then now that you're passionate, what are you going to do with that? And then when you come up with the next what, why should you offer that? You know, why do we offer a 297? Do you guys ever wonder why 297 or 497? Oops. And then a 1997. Wow, this thing has just been really out of use, huh? I got to use it all the time. Wow, it's sad. Okay, watch. I'm going to go lighten up on it. I'm going to go Jay Shetty on it. Okay, 1997. It looks like you took some of my offers out of here. Did you reduce some of my stuff?
A little bit.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay. Did you guys know that we have a 2997 coming? And a 12,000. Let me change this, okay? This is very, very important. What I'm going to share with you today, if you figure this out, you actually have a chance to have a business that makes money. There's no business in the world that's a profitable business that doesn't have this, okay? So you thought the why was about, oh, what's my passion why? Yeah, but what's your other whys? You can't just run on passion, folks. This is not your life is not a passion tea drink. If you just drink the right thing, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to feel good all the time. At some point, you got to be like, okay, why am I selling this phone for this price? Why am I offering this service for this? Why am I offering this training? Why? One thing's money, but there's a lot of other reasons I'm going to be sharing with you. One of the things that we find when we coach businesses, you might have heard the term Cardone Ventures. Cardone Ventures was created in January for us to actually go buy companies that have the potential to scale from 1 or 2 million to 10 million, 20 million, hundreds of millions, and billions. And if you don't start thinking with the brick, if Jerry don't start thinking with the brick, they no chance he makes the brick. Okay. And right now he hit up against something today. Me and him got to work on. He's like, man, I just can't even think with it. Me and him have to start spending time on thinking with it, because if he can't think with it, it's that wet cement, man. I need him to start thinking about, no, dude, you're in the concrete. There's no payday in the concrete. That's for people to walk on. We got to start thinking about, the big payday. Because if we think about it long enough, come up with a why big enough, and then figure out the route to get there, you just got to ask yourself, man, are there enough people on this planet for me to put a Billy on the board? It's 8 billion people on this planet. Some of you, I mean, my biggest walk away on this whole thing was this the other night. You want 1 billion people? or $1 billion? Most of you here will answer incorrectly and you say, "No, I'm taking my $1 billion right now." It's incorrect. If you convert 1 billion people, just 5% of 1 billion people to buy a $100 product from you, you're worth $5 billion. And you guys know, if I know 1 billion people, if I got 1 billion people that know my name, that trust me, that like me, that believe in me, that I built some kind of bond with, easily convert 5% of those people if I have the right product offer. $100? You telling me I can't get $100, $8 a month from 5% of 1 billion people? That's $5 billion. So Jared and I just have to work it out to lift the mental restrictions, okay, and figure out, hey, how does everything change, bro? So watch. Let me get back to this, okay? Notice in our offer for our boot camp, our virtual boot camp. This is by the way, we were thinking too small. We were having people fly down here to Miami, 300, 400, 500 people, loving the boot camp, okay? But it eliminated a lot of people. If you struggle with $297, imagine how many people were coming down here, $297 at the hotel every night, plus the taxes, plus the food. We stay at the Turnberry. It's across the street from our office. It's at least $300 a night. They're bringing 3 and 4 people. That's $1,200 a night. It's 3 nights. That's $5,000 in hotels. And they hadn't learned anything yet. Then they had to get on an airplane. Got to fly down here and back. Then the time you missed, okay, the rental car, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. People were spending 50 grand to send 4 people down here. We made this available. I'm like, what were we thinking, dude? We should have gone virtual before COVID. We are eliminating my ability to meet my ultimate mission, which is to help more people, okay? So we came out with our offers. A was $297, makes it available for almost everybody, okay? B is $497. Then we put in another offer right here, $1997. I'm talking about your business right now. I'm not talking about the offer. Don't get confused with the offer. I'm showing you what you have to do to build your platform out, to build your business out, so that you don't violate the number 3 reason why people never create financial freedom. And that is they rely on one flow of income. Okay. There's basically 5 wealth classes in this country. There's the poverty and there's the lower middle class. Both those people depend on one flow of income. When you get into the middle class, really strongly into the middle class, the upper middle class and then the well-to-do, they have multiple flows of income. But it's only the wealthy that actually understand multiple flows of income, and only the super successful companies that have relevant products at different price points that can actually scale their company. So notice our offer here. A, B, our C offer was $1997. You go VIP. Well, what you guys don't know is there's also a $29.97 offer that Jared has never mentioned to you. And that is the audio recording. We're going to take all this content. We're going to put it together on audio, cut it, splice it, edit it, make it great. They're probably going to bleep out some of my more colorful moments, which I hate, by the way. I'm like, leave it in. People love it. But they'll do that anyway, just because we don't want to offend anybody. At least they don't. And then we're also going to have a $12,000 offer. Okay, we're going to have a $12,000 offer, and that's going to allow, we'll be talking about this between tomorrow and Saturday. That's going to allow like 20 people to come to our event live and be here. Okay, and they can be in the shooting of this never done before event. We spend $2 million on the event, and they will be able to be a live audience while we deliver this virtual boot camp. And by the way, some people are going to take this. I guarantee you, people are like, I'll do it right now. Okay. I proved that to you 3 days ago when I sold some tacos for $2,000. And everybody's like, man, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Why is he clipping that kid for $2,000? I'm selling a Range Rover on my Facebook page right now for $42,000. I'm not doing it for $2,000 or $3,000. I'm doing it because you guys can get a better deal on it than me giving it off to the dealer. The dealer's going to buy it from me for $40,000. He's going to sell it for $49,000, and somebody here can get it for $42,000. It's a better deal for you. I make a better customer, and you're driving around my 10X Mobile. Boom. Jared, you've been in that Range Rover.
That a lot, dude. Extended wheelbase. It's comfy in the back.
The running boards. I ought to sell the damn truck right here, right now. I did the tacos to show you what, dude. If you have your audience big enough, it wasn't that you could sell anything to anyone. Okay, this isn't trick selling system. This isn't some like straight line to prison. Okay. This is like, dude, if your audience is big enough, that was the point of this. If your audience is big enough, Jared, you missed that. If your audience is big enough, you can get somebody to give you too much money for something. That's why marketing is so important. Okay. So somebody will buy this. We know that somebody will. Somebody will probably buy it on this call today. How do I buy that? I don't know. What do they need to call somebody?
Say, I want it.
Say, I want it. I want it.
In the comments.
Be there, man.
I want it in the comments. Our team will be on it.
Okay. And when we did that, somebody said, I'd rather have your G-Wagon. Okay. Give me $155,000 for the G-Wagon. You can have it right now. Everything I have is for sale. Different than you guys. You guys y'all get all locked up on everything. Like I bought a Cullinan, sold it like 3 months later. I'm like, I'm done with that. I don't want it anymore. Okay. It's really, really important to be able to get rid of stuff, folks.
Somebody just texted me they want the Range Rover.
Dude, that 42 grand, it's sold as is. I don't make any guarantees. There's no warranty on it. What I'll probably do is run it through the dealer. I'll probably run it through the dealer.
A pass through. Yeah. It's a pass through.
I had people say, no, man, he's ripping people off for the Range Rover. Okay. All right. Well, I already got the Range Rover done. I mean, it's somebody's going to buy it. I'm not keeping it. So everything is for sale. Somebody just posted that. One of the easiest, fastest ways to drive your income up is to sell stuff you have and you don't use. But people are locked on the past. You guys are stuck in the past. Okay. Now, why am I doing this? And by the way, we have things on here I don't want to sell. I can tell you right now, which of these do you think we don't actually want anyone to take? Who knows the answer to that? Wow, man, you guys got it wrong. Y'all got it wrong. Sorry. Yeah, the 12,000 is the one we really don't want anybody to take. Can tell you. From an administrative, from a staff point, from an organization point, 20 people paying us 20 grand is not what we want. I cannot believe how many people are saying we don't want anybody to take the 297.
Wow.
Dude, guys.
Crazy.
Okay. Do you know what we've done to get people to do the 297? The amount of stuff that we have given away? How much we gave away by day 5, we had given away how much?
$204,000.
$204,000 for somebody to do some business with us. Hey, could I do all this for free, by the way? Do you think I don't have products that are free? How many of you think I got a free product?
You're on one right now.
Oh, shit. I just forgot I did 10 days for free and accessed a whole bunch of my political capital. Jay Shetty, Tim Grover, Rebecca Minkoff, Jesse Itzler, Damon John. Damon John's coming Saturday. It's like endless. Why? Why would I do that? I'm spending energy and effort to build the top of the funnel. Then once the funnel comes in, I'm like, okay, what do I have to give you? We're giving you challenge workbooks. I think that was also another offer on here. Oh, by the way, let me just go ahead and send this. We had a $47 offer that went away. Remember, we had a $97 offer that went away that you guys passed on or took advantage of. A, B, and then this is A1.
$27 offer.
There was a $27 offer. Okay. 27, 47, 97, 297, 497, 1997, 2997, $12,000. We have a mentor program. It's $100 grand. Okay. Now, why am I saying that to you? Okay. What revelation have you had? What aha, you know, aha, I can't believe, oh my God. Have you had one? Write it down. Post it in comments. Have you had an aha? The barber I go to over here. Yes, 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 yes. Jackpot. Yes. Okay. I go to a barber. He does one thing. He cuts hair. He charges $40. I give him 100. He's like, oh shit, I love Grant. Okay. And then he doesn't know why he's broke all the time. He's always going to be broke. Okay. He has one product to offer. Some of you, what you do is you go out and you're like, okay, I'm going to be a barber. And then he's going to try to buy real estate. Bro, you're never going to make $100 in a real estate deal. Because now you're running over here to do a real estate deal you really don't know anything about. You left your haircut business because these things are so different, so separated from one another. There's so much distance and time between the 2 points of opportunity. Notice all my pieces fit together. $297, $497, $1997, $27 and $47 paid for us to actually advertise this entire event for you. It wasn't the big ticket items. The big ticket items, these items over here, if they're big, I don't mean this or this, okay? These right here, actually the first three is what determines whether or not you're actually going to become a real client of ours going forward. Whether we can have a real relationship, not because of us, by the way, but because of you, the customer. If you're taking notes down, you need to understand these numbers over here are about, are they ready? Is this person ready? Are they ready to immerse? Are they ready to change? I can't change somebody that doesn't want to change. Just can't do it. That's why I said, why do you want to meet so many people, Grant? I want to meet 8 billion people, 8 billion. I probably need to meet everybody on the planet to find the handful of people that actually want to do something. That's why I'm interested in the top of the funnel. That's why I'm always going live, always doing something, because I'm trying, hopefully I run into Kenny Smith. Hopefully Tim Grover's like, who is this dude? Hopefully I run into that one person who's like, hey man, what you all about? Yesterday, 3 influencers hit me yesterday, all have more followers on Instagram than I have. Hey dude, I want to hook up with you, playa. Okay, I want to get to know your deal. So let me back into this, okay? So hopefully you've had an aha on this, that you need different products. Never rely on one product line, never rely on one income, ever. Never rely on one of anything. That's what 10X is, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Don't be surprised if I don't have another one or 2, okay? Never rely on one of anything for anything to get any results. If you think one phone call is going to get, if your goal is to get 1 phone call or 10 phone calls or 100 phone calls, multiply times 10, and that includes your product line, okay? Back up a second. When you create a product offer, okay, we will be using this board, by the way, not this board. We won't be using this board, but we will be using a board similar to this, okay? Yeah. Might be time. It might be time, right? Refresh. Yeah. When you're using product, when you're creating a product lineup, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to confuse you, and you definitely don't want to confuse your people. The reason that you want product lineup that goes wide, okay, is number one, the number one reason, $100, no, they have the answers, right? I ain't getting tricked into that again, okay? Number one reason, okay, to have a product lineup is to, number one, build a list. You want to build your list out. That's why we let people come here free. Remember, one of our offers today was free, 27, 47, 97, 297, 497, 19,997. $17, okay? So number one, build a list. Number two, we want to build value. How do I build value without building value? Look, I don't have, in an hour, we have so much stuff to cover. Sometimes it's just too much. So what's an easier way for me to build value? Hey guys, go to the page. One's $297, one's $497, okay? Pick the one that works best for you. I mean, really all we should tell people to do is just go to this page and pick. A, B, C, D. It's what you do in a grocery store. The average grocery store has 53,000 products in it. Oh my God, I'm worried about confusing people. Whole Foods ain't worried about confusing you. They're worried about getting you back in there. Walmart's, just get them in there. They'll buy something. We'll do it a cost lead, the bleeder, the free cookies, the cheapest cookies in town, and you're going to go in there and buy a Vitamix machine that you don't need or use, okay? Number one, build a list. Number two, build value. Number three, justify pricing at other levels, okay? Hey, if I'm going to spend $297, oh man, for another $200, I could get a $2,500 seat for $200. I'm spending $200. No, I'm spending $200 to go to the 10X Growth Conference in Las Vegas. Now, you do have to send us your flight and your hotel. This becomes valid when you send us the hotel and the flight, right? Okay. But what I'm doing is I'm starting to find out some people don't want to spend $297. Some people want to spend more money, not less money. Some people don't value anything until it's like, okay, now I got $12,000 down here. Okay. Because now it is equivalent to my problem and or to my importance.
And what's interesting is the way that people actually think. They think for the big thing because they know that that will invest them in what they're doing.
Look, if a guy's making $5 million a year, I cannot get his attention at 297. He's like, nothing I buy is 297. 297 is a trip to the store for his maid that it's picking out groceries, because he doesn't do that anymore. You cannot get his attention here. This is one of the reasons we started Cardone Capital. People think I started Cardone Capital to raise money. I didn't do that. That's not the only reason. It was one reason. The better, bigger reason is I started getting the attention of people that have millions of dollars. Okay. They won't even come to a free event. I can't even get the people that have given me millions to show up to free events, because they assume if it's free, then there's going to be nothing there. How many of you would agree this has been worth more than free and worth more than your time?
I know customers we hadn't sold anything to until we had a $25,000 product for them to buy.
We Cardone Ventures, okay. We have our relationship with Brandon. Brandon sells workshops for $35,000 and $150,000. We have people going to those workshops that don't come to our $2,000 events. We have people that will not buy except the first 3 rows of a growth conference, because they're like, dude, the only thing I want to do is I want to be on the front row to get a picture of myself on the front. You don't know why people are buying something. Why? Not just your damn why. I hear this all the time. Find out your why. What about her why, his why, John's why, the rich guy's why? How are you going to hook up and connect with people if you don't know their why? And if your why is limited, I'm on a purpose to save the world. Okay. Jay Shetty's why is different than mine. Why did I have Jay Shetty when our whys are different? Because his audience, I want his audience, man. I want his audience. I want people that, and he wants mine. And why we don't cry. Okay. You understand? Okay. Number 4, supports decision-making. 297, 497, 12,000. I see what I get. I understand. I can go off. What do you need, Johnny? Yeah, I agree with that. I can go all the way to 12,000. Now I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to fill it out for 497. I'll give you a little tip here. About 50%, a little over 50% of our audience comes in and upgrades themselves before events. 12,000 tickets we sold to our growth conference last year. I think 90% of them came in at an executive level. About half of that 90% upgraded themselves before the event took place, because we had that level there. Okay. You just got to add the value. You have to have a little imagination. Levels like this support decision-making. Okay. I don't know what to do. So what do? I look. I start evaluating where I need to be. Okay. I have seen people say this, man, 297 for me is a lot of money. By the way, I just want to tell you that I understand that there are people out there right now, $297 is a lot of money. I remember when I could not afford $297 for anything. I remember when my car payment was $215, dude, and I was worried about making it every month. My rent was $175 a month, and I missed it 1 month out of 4 months. So I understand that some of you out there like, man, I can't even put the 297 together. Okay. That can be solved, by the way. Okay. Because there's no limit. There's no shortage of money on this planet. So there's must be something missing in your algorithm. Everybody talks about Google's algorithm. I ain't worried about theirs. I'm worried about mine. You know, I need to get my own algorithm right? I need to get my own understanding of who's got 297. You don't need to make 297. You need to find somebody that can give you or loan you or lend you the 297 so you can do this event. Once the commitment's there, the creativity will follow. Okay, so what do these do? The reasons we're doing these is not just profit. I haven't even listed profit. 4, supports decision-making. 5, it sets boundaries. It sets mental boundaries with your customer. It keeps people from making stupid offers to you. When I put my Range Rover on Facebook, I'm like, guys, I already have a dealer that offered me $40,000. They're going to buy it for 40. They're going to put it on their lot for 48 to 50 grand. They're going to get it, by the way. They're going to sell a warranty with it, probably for another $2,500 or $3,000. What do they sell warranties? They're going to offer somebody financing with $1,500 down. So somewhere in between there, what I was doing was setting boundaries, okay? Because you got a lot of people on Facebook that are frankly have never learned much of anything except how to post a comment that they think is cute on Facebook, okay? And they don't know anything about anything. So I'm trying to eliminate mental deficiencies and idiot offers by setting the boundaries, okay? 6, this creates second sales. Okay, I mentioned this a few minutes ago. We're going to have people that buy this, that upgrade, that move themselves through the process and say, hey, you know what? I did $297. Promise you, we will have somebody that calls us before the event. Hey man, I bought two of these things. You're gonna find a record in there, man. I bought you virtual. I want to fly in there tomorrow. It's gonna be like on a Friday, Thursday night. They're gonna call up. Hey man, I'll give you $24,000 right now if I can come sit in the audience. Promise you that'll happen on Thursday night. Every year. Yeah. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen right before this event. Okay. Number 7, you build, and every one of you've had this experience before. You bought a coach ticket on a flight. And the day of the flight, you're like, shit, man, I'm going to upgrade to first class. And it's gone. Number 7, builds customer satisfaction through immersion. Okay. If you want customer satisfaction, if you want customers that are like not just in love with you, but locked into you, ramp. I was on the phone with Discovery today and they're like, you know, Grant, on this Discovery show that you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, my customers, what did I say, Jared? You were there. They will do whatever I tell them to do.
Yeah.
Okay. They won't do 2 things. I can't tell people to go do 2 things at the same time, but I can tell them to do 1 thing. And most of my customers will do.
Why do they do that?
Huh?
Why do they do that?
They do because man, I'm always here to give you guys something that works.
It works.
It works. And if it works for you, you're going to be like, this is what I always said to people, man, if you can make people money, they'll love you. Show me how to make some money. Show me how to make some money. Show me that there's a payday at the end of the rainbow, and I'll actually try to figure out how to fly over this thing and walk on glass to get to it. Okay. All right. Those are your 7 reasons to build out your valuations. This is one of the exercises we'll be going into deep with you at the virtual boot camp, grantcardone.com/virtual, so that you can figure this out. You're going to see I'm going to share with you our exact pricing in the exercises. We're going to take my pricing on our product offers, line them up with yours. Maybe you're a pet, maybe you're in the pet business. You sell bones, you sell dog food, training, dog walking, leashes. Washing, leashes, blah, blah, blah. You got to lay that product out so mentally the guy can walk through the store, come in for what he wanted to come in. Hey man, we're doing a free dog training this weekend. You got to start with free, folks.
Biggest mistake everybody makes, they only have one. All the time.
Or you guys do the free thing just to build out your site, and then you don't offer people the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. You guys are worried about spending money on advertising. Well, what's my ROI? Okay, don't worry about your ROI. Be committed to the brick. You know, to the freedom, baby, to the payday. You got to get committed to the payday. All right, so post below if you're committed to the payday. I'm committed to the payday, to the victory. I'm committed to the victory, dude. I'm committed to freedom. See? Now, unfortunately, what I got to do is I got to destroy everybody's commitment right now, because if I don't hurry up and destroy your commitment, you're not going to understand that you actually don't have a commitment, or you do have a commitment that has contradictions on the line of it. Let me give you an example. You don't want to spend money to learn how to make money, but you spend money. Somebody asked me, how much money should I spend on self-improvement every month, or a mentor? At least what your rent is. Okay. People go out, I did it. People go out and they're like, hey man, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a house for $300,000. This is why I'm so against this. I'm going to put $45,000 down. I'm going to finance $255,000. I'm going to pay for this for 30 years. I'm stuck in that one location now. You hadn't even invested that money in you yet. That house cannot get you to your freedom. You do the same thing with a car. You do it with a belt. You do it with a purse. You do it with shoes. You do it with your outfit. And none of those things can get you to your freedom. Spend at least as much money. If you were thinking about a $300,000 house, you need to start thinking about, I'm going to put 300 grand in my marketing. I'm going to put 300,000 in my business. I'm going to go into debt for 300 grand, cross my fingers and hope I learn something on the way. Maybe I go bankrupt on the way and I'll pick up a brick one day. This is what I wish somebody would have taught me, but my mama wasn't teaching me that. My mom was teaching me, save your money, buy low, get a good deal. Don't let anybody screw you. I was walking around on defense 95% of the time. Didn't know how to get anything. Okay. In this process, man, you got to get surrounded by some people that are maniacs, folks, that are supporting you. Okay. Supporting you, because many of you have more attention on paying down debt. These are contradictions. These are contradictions to your commitment to build your product line out, okay? Your creativity gets suppressed. It gets suppressed because you have these other agendas in your household. I got to pay my debt down. I got to buy a house. I got to take care of my old debt. Old debt, like college debt. What else, Jared? I got to pay off my credit cards, huh?
Yeah, credit cards.
I got to go on a trip.
Loaning family money, loaning people money.
I got to help somebody out. I hear all this all the time, man. I'm here to save the world. You need to save yourself. You can't save anybody. Shit, there are going to be 2 people drowning here in a second. So you got all these these are products in your mind. These are things you are trying to serve every day. Okay, wait a minute. I want to grow my business. I'm going to work on my product lineups. We're going to start washing dogs on the weekend. We're going to do free dog training. And then all of a sudden your husband's like, we need to pay off the car. Dude, you don't need to pay the car off. You need to wash more dogs. They'll pay your car off if you ever pay it off. By the way, why would you ever want to pay one off? Mm-hmm. If you want to pay your car off, just Uber and don't have one. Or better yet, why don't you just have an office close to your freaking house and you walk over there, okay? Jared, how far you live from here?
6 miles.
6 miles, which is a long way. Sherry, how far? Mile?
A mile and a half.
Yeah, I'm less than 2 miles away, man. I'm like, it's a 2 mile trip, 4 miles both ways. I can literally get rid of all my vehicles and Uber here every day for probably $6 or $7.
You can get a scooter, Vespa.
I could drop the insurance. Nobody wants me on a scooter. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Takeaways today. Because I'm going to bring in Tim Grover. You guys that write books, you cannot have just a book. Okay. You can't just have one product. You cannot scale and have one swimming pool and be in the swimming pool business. If you're a real estate agent, you cannot just sell houses, man. That's why listing agents win. And you cannot become the top of the food chain if nobody knows you. It takes money to do this stuff. So we want to help you. I want to help you build out your product lineup. I want to help you build out your business ideas. I want to help you build out your energy. If you work for someone right now and you're selling time to get money, first 2 wealth levels, I'm working for somebody else, I'm in poverty, or I'm just getting by. I'm working for somebody else right now. How do I get above this? I was telling Jared today. I said, Jared, do you know how many guys that we have working in our office that are going to be millionaires? They're going to be millionaires that would have never had a shot at being a millionaire. Not because they work here, but because they get their money and they're using it in a vehicle that I am multiplying at Cardone Capital. And because they trust me and stay close to me, those guys are putting money into deals and they can put their attention on getting money to live. And let me put attention on getting their money to grow. Okay. You got to get this fixed, folks. You got to get it fixed. I know you guys know that. Okay. And it's not just enough to get your head fixed. If you get your mind fixed, your money should come. If one of those is out, the meditation isn't working. That was always the problem I had with meditation. I never knew when to quit. I was like, okay, let's go another 30 minutes. but I'd already handled whatever needed to be handled. And then I needed to go to work and pick up the phone and call somebody because the monk does have an issue. I mean, if you look at monks as a civilization of people, like they're struggling on this planet to stay alive. Because at some point you got to leave the praying position and you have to go out and build your empire and expand the messaging. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Hey, I don't know. I ain't a monk. I was giving advice today on the coronavirus. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know it didn't kill me. Okay. I love you guys. You guys love me? Because I'm going to bring a dude in that I love as much as I love anyone. 30 years, Tim Grover has been the preeminent trainer, mentor, and advisor to some of the greatest icons on the planet in the athletics business, from Michael Jordan to Kobe to Dwyane Wade, Charles Barkley, hundreds of champions in the NFL, MLB, NBA, golf, tennis, Olympics. His book, Relentless, is a must read for all entrepreneurs, kids, teenagers. You got to read this book, folks. He's the CEO of Attack Athletics, founded in 1989. He created a system called Relentless System. He can teach you, show you step by step how to become relentless. The second day, what did I cover that day? Fortitude, courage, commitment, dedication, see through, follow through. He appears regularly on ESPN. You probably saw him on Amazon's show, Michael Jordan's Last Dance. One of the best looking dudes in the world, with one of the hottest women by his side every day, with a great name. She's got a great name, like all great women with the name Sherry. They're all fantastic. Today, and today only, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Tim Grover.
Grant, what's happening, my friend? That was an awesome introduction.
You're on mute, Diggity. You got too much to say on mute. He's in his sweater. He's looking dark and handsome today. Why is he on mute, Johnny? Is it us or him? I think it's you, man. Uh-oh, we lost him. He's come back. He'll come back in, okay? My man, what's up, dog? What's up, man? God damn, man. Oh my God, you guys, I'm giving you this big intro and you're right here. That was some good shit, man. Guys, I have Tim Grover in the studio. How'd y'all hide that from me? People don't surprise me very often, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Jared, happy birthday, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey, right there.
Huh?
We went through him.
Huh?
So,
That's good, man. That's good. How you doing? So that's good, man. You surprised me,
man. Always pleasure.
Good to
see
have
you.
you. So let's. You know I'm a big fan of yours, man.
Likewise, you know that.
Yeah. I'm talking to them about, this is what, day 10, Jared?
Yes.
Day 10. We've been talking about like a lot of information. Okay, but what do people need to know, Mr. Grover, in order to make information become a life change?
Well, you know what was funny? You were talking earlier about passion.
That was good, guys. That was good.
We got the Sherrys together.
Oh, really?
His idea.
Well, that was awesome. What are you doing in Miami?
Got some business to take care of.
Okay.
You know, so if I'm in town, I got to come see my guy.
I love
you know,
that,
this
man.
worked
I love
out
that. I
perfect.
love that.
This worked out perfect. No, you know what? You were talking a lot about passion.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's talking about follow your passion, follow your passion. You know, that's one of the most BS slogans out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because it's going to follow you in a place where you're not going to go. Instead of following your passion, work at it. Excel at it. All right. Too many people, too many times you're just aimlessly walking around and following in different directions and not knowing where you're supposed to go. If you're going to follow something, follow what you want to work at, what you want to excel at, what you want to really get good at. It's funny. So many people now, they're already tapping out. Well, hell, you never tapped in. How the hell can you tap out if you never tapped in?
Yeah.
Because it's too difficult to tap in.
Yeah. So why do you think so many people are saying, hey, the way to find out the thing, like when I went to school, you know, I went and took this test. I think it was a Briggs and Stratton or something.
Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, Myers-Briggs. Yeah. And it said you should be an accountant first, and then if that doesn't work out, you should be a salesman.
All right.
You know, and I'm like, all right. So I said, okay, maybe that's the deal. I wasn't passionate about either one of them.
But it's funny. That's the thing. Everybody's telling everybody else what they should do, how they should feel, how they should act in this time. What happened to trusting yourself? What happened to going with your own instincts? What happened to, no, listen, this is what I want to do. And then actually going out and doing it.
And what about the guy that says, look, I don't do stuff I don't want to do. Like, I don't do the stuff I'm not passionate about, not excited about. You see this a lot in photography, cameras, video guys, artists, the singer.
All of it. Yeah, I understand that, but that's not the way to go. All right. It's funny. As we become more successful, it's funny, people say, I don't do that anymore. You should do that and more. All right, because to me, that shows leadership when you're willing to do everything. You talk about this all the time. When you're talking to your sales force and so forth, you'll get on the phone. You'll actually pick up
I don't want to do that.
Right, but you do it though.
Exactly.
You do it. All right. You don't want to be, listen, I know you you on social media all the time. You're pushing your businesses. You're pushing your, your real estate, Cardone Capital.
I don't want to push anything, man.
But you know what? You're maybe not passionate about, but you crave the end result. You crave the result that those things give you, the ability to have freedom, the ability to travel, the ability to take your kids wherever they want to go. So that's why I said, instead of just following the passion, or you have to love what you have to do, you don't have to love what you do. You have to crave the end result. What is the end result? My guys, when they go to practice, if they come out and, man, I had a great day at practice, that means it was a shitty practice. You have to go into practice and you got, man, I hate this. That's how you get better. All my clients always said, I practice so hard because it makes the game easier. You work so hard because it makes winning.
So what's Miami thinking
easier
right now? How does Miami turn the corner now and say, hey, we're still in this?
They are still in it.
It's
not over. Listen, you have one game and then you're right back in it. You can't think about, oh man, we have to win 3 games. You got to look at you got to look at the mistakes that you made.
You don't think there's anybody over there saying, dude,
there are guys, but not listen.
The champions are like, hey, we can still win this thing.
Listen, you got Pat Riley down there. You got Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
You got the people that have been around winning and around winners. So this thing is not over. It's never over. Listen, when COVID hit, all right, a lot of people before.
Did you get it yet? Did you get the COVID?
I've been tested numerous times. I've come up negative every single time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you have been tested a bunch, huh?
Uh-huh.
You got it?
No, we're good.
Yeah. I was tested like 12 times, man.
And what? Clean each time?
No, I had
Did
it.
you?
Oh yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
Well, they said I had it. I mean,
Did you feel any of the symptoms or anything?
I think I had symptoms in January.
All right.
Where there was no test in January. And then when it was, Sherry, that I got tested positive in June, but I don't know, man.
It didn't stop you, did it?
Ain't nothing stopping me.
That's why there's enough excuses out there already.
Yeah.
All right. And that's why people love to listen to people that don't hold them accountable. That aren't going to say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is where you messed up. This is how you're going to excel. Here's the thing. Everybody wants a pat on their back for trying.
Yeah.
Listen, when people come up to me and said, I tried my best, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Did you do your best? There's a huge difference between I tried my best and I did my best. I can take you forward if you said, I did my best. I did my best. That means if you come up to me and say, I did my best, that means you're looking to go even farther. You're looking for the advantage. You're looking for some advice. When you say, I tried my best, that means you're looking for a hug. You're not going to get a hug from me for just trying. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So why do the top of the food chain call a guy like you? Well, I mean, they're doing great. Why do they call a guy and say, hey, I need you to hold me accountable. I need you to show up and be with me every day. You would think that that's not necessary.
You know why? They're never satisfied. It's funny when I come on podcasts and I come on shows like this, if I have somebody, I just use them as an example. All right. How many buildings have you bought?
I don't know, man.
Exactly. Are you happy?
Dude, it's a shame. I said, you know what? I told Elena the other day, I said, I need to call Tim because we closed a deal last Thursday. One of the biggest deals I've ever done. I didn't even celebrate it.
And then Friday, what were you doing? Looking out for another deal.
I was in another deal the next day, pissed off because I can't get this other deal. And you know, everybody's like, when are you ever going to be? I said, man, I got to figure out how to take a moment though. I do. I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I need to have a celebration moment.
You do actually. Every now and then you do, but you decide when that is. And you know, celebration moment is when you get a new timepiece.
Yeah.
Or you have this time with your family, or you know what, you go in the jet, you say, hey, listen, we're just going somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Those are rewards of way, you know, people say, oh, he's just showing off. No, that's the way you validate what you've worked so hard for. People validate it in different ways.
Yeah. So when you talk about validating yourself, I know a lot of people out there. Jay Shetty would be on here right now saying, dude, you got to be a human being, not a human doing. And you need to feel good about yourself without exterior validation. What are you saying about validation?
Listen, it's easy to get external validation. The internal validation,
but is there something broken with me that I want another deal?
No, your validation level is so high. Listen, my guys, Kobe Bryant had, God rest his soul, had this thing. When people would ask him, when are you going to retire? He didn't say after 15 years, after 20 years. He goes, after I win my 7th ring, because Michael had 6. All right. So that's the way he kept himself going. That was his validation. I got to keep going.
So he had a guy. He had some target he was chasing.
He had a target that he was chasing. Not only did he want to chase it, he wanted to beat it. All right. And even when they stop, there's still more to go. There's always something more
outside that game.
Yes.
Into another.
You know, he won an Oscar. He wrote children's books. You know, he was about to. He wanted to take over. He wanted to take over Hollywood. All right. It doesn't stop.
So do you think everybody has that, Tim? Does everybody have it available to them to tap
Everybody has it available to them. People are afraid to use it. So what I always say is people are more afraid of success. That's why they don't achieve it, because once you would, so after you did your first deal, you got your first $1 million. You set a standard for yourself. All right. And you're like, now in order to go from 1 million to 10 million, this is what I got to do. And people sit back and say, that's too much work. I'm good right here. I'm good. And it takes an exceptional individual to say, I got to 1, now I'm at 10. You know what? I think I can get to 25.
Yeah.
I think I can get to 50. I think I can get to 100. And they do. And they keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until they do. Otherwise, here's the thing. The competitive nature in these individuals doesn't stop. Because here's the thing. If it does stop, it turns into a destructive behavior. You're going to do something.
I 100% agree.
Idle time is the worst thing for a competitive individual. It's the absolute worst.
So let's assume that everybody here today, we have, I don't know how many people we got on right now, 9 or 10,000 people?
At least between all platforms.
This guy's Tim Grover. If you don't have his book, folks, get the book Relentless. I'm sure you're working on something else right now.
I am.
I know you're always working on something. Include me in it, because this guy's a winner. He's a champion. And more than that, he's a king and a queen maker, not just for himself, but he builds champions. And I'm going to assume that you guys want what Tim's talking about. You have the excellence in you, you know it, and you want to pull it out. What do they do?
Listen,
is there a 1, 2, 3 thing?
No, you know what? Here's the thing.
Tell me there's a 1, 2, 3. I need an ABC.
No.
ABC. You got it. I told you last time we were together. You got to get me an ABC.
Here's the thing.
They want them.
You're right. They do want them. They do want them. But here's the thing. All right. I always say this. People that say there's 10 steps to this. There's 8 steps to greatness.
You got to listen to me on this.
Here's the thing.
You got to convince this guy to do what I'm telling him to do right now. Okay. Hey, do never listen to this. The guy taught me this. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
I'll take
ABC,
your advice.
Man.
But all right, but I'm gonna say the truth here. All right, at least that's my truth.
Okay.
You know how hard it is to climb those stairs? Each step. It ain't saying that there's an elevator to the top.
Yeah.
All right. You got to climb those stairs. And as you get higher and higher and higher, what happens? The air gets thinner up there. And as the air gets thinner, there's less people. There's less people. You know, it's always, people always say this thing, you know, and I've heard people have probably said this about you, and they always say, hey, well, get off your high horse. I was like, well, you need to join me up here. The view's pretty fucking good from up here.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, but the air is so thin up there, people don't want to work that hard. They don't want to keep climbing those steps. They don't, because
I
once
think these people do though, Tim. I think my audience is willing to do the work.
They are. All right. Here's the difference between greatness and people that are just climbing the steps. At some point, you can't see the steps. And those are the ones that keep going. The clouds are up there. The steps start to shake a little bit. You can't see them. You step, and you're like, man, is it still there? And you start to backtrack. And the only way, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your abilities. You have to trust what's inside of you, but you have to earn that trust to yourself. Most people try to earn the trust of others instead of earning their own trust. Because when you earn your own trust, you don't care what the haters say. You don't care what everybody else says. You don't spend time arguing with people.
But these guys hire you because they actually don't trust themselves to find the next right step either, right?
Right. Yeah. So what the graders always do, like, listen, when you're that good at what you do, just to show 1% gain.
Yeah.
Is tremendous.
Yeah.
Anybody can go from the bottom to the middle and slowly work your way up. I was reading a lot of the comments that from your thing the last couple of days. I still can't believe you're here, man. I'm like, I can't believe he's in here with us. So last few days, and people are talking about, I want to go to the top. Well, here's the thing. In order to go to the top, you got to get in the game.
Yeah.
And once you're in the game, you're at the bottom. If you're not even in the game, you're not even at the bottom. You can't go to the top unless you start somewhere.
Yeah.
Everybody, you got to get in that ring. When you get in the ring, it's going to be different. You're not going to be comfortable. You should be uncomfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not in the next ring. Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Not everybody wants to lift those ropes. Everybody likes to analyze the fight from the outside.
Right.
But very few people want to lift that rope and get in. Very few people want to open that gate and get in the octagon. All right. And you may not listen. It may not be a physical fight, but the mental battle is even harder.
It is.
And it's in everybody. You have the ability. I said it in the book Relentless. When you're born, the doctor doesn't look at you, all right, and say, okay, he takes a stamp and says, this kid's going to be a millionaire. This kid's going to be a school teacher. This kid is not going to amount to anything. It's in everybody. If you look at your girls, okay, look at your girls. They want to do everything. They want to do everything. And what do parents teach them? We teach them not to do everything. Mm-hmm. We tell them the danger in everything. And you bring this up all the time. He's just like, don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, talk to everybody.
Exactly.
Talk to everybody. You talk to people in a foreign country that can't even speak the language.
That's right. Get along with them better too.
Yeah. But those are the things. It's excellence is inside all of us. Mm-hmm. All right, it's inside all of us. But for majority of us, that's where it's going to stay because it's easy to be comfortable in there. It's easy to talk to people that haven't excelled at everything because they agree with every negative thing that you say. I can't be in that conversation. I can't. It doesn't work for me, and it doesn't work for the best of the best. They cannot accept anything but excellence and winning.
Yeah. So
and constantly performing.
So to me, when I listen to you and particularly when I'm with you, then I go watch these guys and I'm like, okay, well, what's LeBron doing when he's not on the court? With his finances. Oh, okay. I know. I mean, I got an idea that he's not trying to figure that out by himself.
No, he's not.
Somebody's picking up a phone call and saying, call somebody at Goldman, call somebody in this game, and he's getting coaches, huh?
Guy's Maverick. His name's Maverick.
Okay. So is that true there? Wouldn't you say one of the things to the next level is you got to get somebody that's on your side that's
listen,
helping you find the steps.
Otherwise, they've done all the work for you. They've done they've made a lot of the mistakes. Mm-hmm. So that's so much valuable information they have. Listen, you can't be an expert in everything. You can be good at a lot of things, but you can't be an expert in everything. So if you find somebody to, I don't know, mentoring is the right word, but to coach, whatever it is, that
coach,
can help.
A partner, mentor, an accountant, a legal person. Like, I'm not going to go fight my own lawsuit.
No, you're not.
So I don't know why everybody's like, guys, you guys, I just want you to know this. Like, we help each other. Like, you're not going to go very far all by yourself. Like, him coming in here today is it's a big acknowledgement to you as an audience. It's an acknowledgement to me. I'll want to reciprocate to Tim, but because you came in, a lot easier just to call it in.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing.
But I think a lot of people are trying to do it on their own. They think, I got to do this on my own. And I'm like, do what on your own?
Right. No, you cannot do everything. I'm brought in. Listen, I don't talk to my players about their finances. I let somebody else handle that. My job is to handle the physical and the mental game. That's what I do. And if they ask for some advice, if I see one of the young guys going around the wrong path with his money or something, I'll talk to him about that. I'll talk to him about
Cardone.
Yeah, I say, hey, this is who you need. This is who you need to talk to. But when we said this, when we agreed to do this, all right, what did I always say? I says, when GC and TG get together, we always over deliver, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to come in here.
Yeah, always, man. I love working.
I was pissed off when I saw Pete in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like this.
Right? So I'll just tell you, this guy helped me out so much, because the first time I met you, it was on our stage at the Diplomat Hotel, just up the street.
Yeah.
And Tim Grover, like, understands me better than most people that will ever meet me or know me. Like he just knew who I was. Like, I'm like, how do you know this about me, man? And I'll just tell you, like, you don't know this, but you gave me a huge, like, because you acknowledge that there's nothing wrong with me, that I'm actually on the right path.
You're on the right path.
He said to me, I just bought a jet, I think. And he says, next time I see Grant limping around, the next time I see him, he's probably going to have a bigger jet.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing, when you planted that seed in me, it was like, oh shit. But it was right. It was the right thing for me to be told.
Because you know why? People hire me because real successful individuals, everyone's afraid to challenge them. So when I saw that, okay, listen, what am I going to do? How can I challenge? I saw the job. I said, listen, this is how I want. This is how I'm going to challenge you. This is what I want. This is what I want from you. Listen, and then you grew you grew the 10X growth con from, we had what?
2,000
the first.
And we thought that was a big event. Just so you guys know, that we were ecstatic. And the next one was 35,000 people or something. In no time.
It's exactly. All right.
But I think that you putting that little piece of wood, or lighting that, throwing that match or that kerosene, that Tim Grover, you ought to call it the Tim Grover jism. You put it on the fire. And boom, it's another thing. And it gave us enthusiasm.
Does jism burn?
Yeah. Jism's the word, man. All right. You got to use it right. You got to use it right.
Yeah. You know what? It's.
You got to know where to put the jism.
People are.
What's inappropriate? What is it?
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
Dude, I'm from Louisiana.
You got to keep. Look, my athletes. Dwyane Wade, after he won his second championship. All right. What I did was I went in and I pulled up all the players in the history of the NBA that won 2 championships, and I pulled up all the history of the players that won 3. I said, look at the difference in the list. You need one more.
Whoa.
You need one more. And everybody.
You need one more what?
You need one more championship.
You
need one more.
What were the differences?
Okay.
Like when did you see it?
It was like the numbers were like astronomically different.
Uh-huh.
But
was there some common ingredient that between the people that won 3 and won 2? Was there some?
It brought them closer to the level of greatness. There was only, you look at the names and who have won 2 championships, and you look, okay. You look at the list that won 3, that wakes you up.
Yeah, was party time different on them?
What was that?
Party time.
Oh yeah.
The guys that won 3 did less partying on
Well,
the weekend?
Here's the thing. This is what I tell individuals, okay? And this is what you do, and I try to teach individuals here. I want you to enjoy your successes.
Yeah.
I want you to party hard, but I want you to party long.
Yeah.
I've had people that won championships 10 years ago that are still celebrating.
Yeah.
What are you celebrating? All right, you could be you get these individuals that their biggest accomplishment is what they did in high school. I couldn't tell you where anybody I went to high school with.
Yeah, and I know you guys don't want that. I know our audience doesn't want that.
No, they don't. That's why they're here. Listen, if you've already committed, this is day 10.
Day 10, dude.
This is day
like,
10.
Like, and I'll bet you half this audience showed up for at least 70% of these days.
Right. And then
which is really good. Like,
and then you have another day coming on Saturday. You got like
we're going to do crazy day.
Yeah, you're going to do crazy day on Saturday. If you're sitting here and you've already committed the time and resources to be a part of this for 10 straight days now, don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Keep going, man.
Just keep going. All right. You've already gotten in the ring. You've already gotten in the ring. You've gotten in the octagon. All right. Fight for it now.
Yeah.
Fight for it. And you have the coaches, you have the mentors, you have the teachers, you have the programs, you have the resources. You know, you're putting content all the time out there. You know, I know the two Sherrys over here, they were part of the ladies 10X. Grant, Jared has got his part. Listen, you got sitting in this room right now, there's more than enough information, more than enough talent to get you close to where you want to be. It ain't going to get you all the way there because the rest of it, some of it has to be on you. You just can't sit back and expect everyone to do the work for you.
Well, the one thing we've done different is when we're done with these, we give exercises. We're about to do that right now. And then we do a Q&A, which has been great. So I want you to stay over because people are just going to
what I think we should do because he showed up?
Yeah.
I think we should just keep it open.
Just do Q&A
Let's just
for everybody.
everybody's going to be VIP today.
Okay. We're going to treat everybody like VIP today. Jared called it. So what
and
we're
it's
going to
birthday,
do.
so we got to give Jared, how old are you?
37.
37?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we just ran into something today. Jared's thinking putting a Billy on the board for himself is $2. So we got to work that out today. All right, happy birthday. A bunch of people saying happy birthday. Okay, so I want to start feeding this guy as many questions as we can for the next 15 minutes. Keep it on. What's a brick? A brick is $1 billion. Okay, I think. Maybe I just made it up.
Just do the homework real quick. I just want
homework.
Johnny, my hot. Okay, guys. So homework assignment, just so you all know, let me just drop in here. Homework assignment is going to be go in the challenge group on Facebook and post a video about what you currently offer, your current product that you offer. And then I want you to go and create a video, talk about your current offer, and then talk about the offers that you need to create, like how Grant went through and he created the options. I want you guys to go through the process of actually figuring out a step before, a step above, maybe 3 or 4 new steps, maybe 3 or 4 new products or services that you can add to your business. If you're just spraying for ants, doing pest control or something like that, maybe you add in mosquitoes and rats. If you're only plumbing, like what are the different things that you need to add in? And keep in mind, like these should all be things that your customer is going to do anyways and can easily be added into the existing offer that you have. Okay. So post that video in the Facebook group tomorrow. We're going to be picking winners again, cash prizes again for everybody who just shows up and does their homework. Dude, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Thank you for making it happen. Of course.
Thank you.
So guys, get your questions going. VIP, get your questions popping in the comments group.
Do a selfie real quick. Can I do a selfie?
And G is going to be.
Yeah. So look, I want to feed this guy as many questions as possible. The book is relentless. If you haven't gotten it, I'm sure he's already made a bunch of money on it. So he's not trying to sell the book today. Sherry's got to take a picture of me real quick. Okay. Did it work, Sherry? I think so. Okay. Okay. And then back on the homework with Jared, because you need a free and you need on the other end of that, something you actually don't want to sell. Okay. You guys just joining. Maybe you're just coming in. This is just stuff that throws people off. The details throw people off. And when you're relentless, when you got that champion thing, can anybody get it?
Anybody can get it. You
already got it.
The first step is listen. All right. You just gave out a bunch of information. When it was it's funny at the 10X when we make these offers and then people sign up for these offers and then later you get an email. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Well, what the hell were you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're trying to give you this information and you're not paying attention to it.
Tony Raffin just bought your book, Relentless. One of the best books I've ever read, by the way. Yeah. Sometimes just the title can get you.
Yeah.
Just keep it around, man. Why do people quit? Why do they give up on it? Like, why do they try this, and this, and then they're like, oh, it didn't work.
You know why?
This is the next thing that's going to kick it all in.
So this is why the book Relentless, and you speak it and I speak it. We speak the truth, and everybody says the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, but it'll also set your mind clear. All right. And people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth, because when they hear the truth, you start to have clarity up in here. And once you start having clarity up here, you start to realize how much time you've been wasting. Because you hear this a lot on the social media. Say, oh, you got time, you got time, you got time. First thing I always tell my athletes, you don't have time.
Yeah, shit. Okay. Joey Bigelli wants to know, what is one phrase you use to flip someone's mindset?
You know what? I won't give you one phrase, but this is what I'll say. Everything you need is already inside of you. It is. Everything you need is already inside of you. You have the ability. You just got to put it out there. And you got to put it out there, and you can't worry about what other people are going to say. A lot of people, they're not even living their life. They're living somebody else's life because they're worried about being judged. The one thing, everybody in this room, we're never worried about being judged. Never worried about being judged. All right? So go out there and do what you're supposed to do.
What are the 3 most essential characteristics of the greats? I love these Q&As, man. They're so great.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me 3 things. ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Listen, you have to have talent.
Talent.
You have to be intelligent. There's a difference between talent and intelligence. All right. There's a lot of people that are talented at a lot of things, but don't have the intelligence for it. All right. And you have to be competitive. You got to be competitive.
So when you say competitive, Tim, what does that mean to you? Like, does that mean I'm going against something someone else has done, or I'm trying to get more out of myself?
You're competitive against yourself.
Okay.
All right, you know what I'm telling you? This is what I always say is, listen, so many people are out there that says, I'm trying to prove them wrong. Don't try to prove them wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You just need to prove yourself right.
I see people hit me all the time. Man, I'm going to be bigger than you. I'm like, well, you don't need to be bigger than me, bro. Like, if you're 5'9", you're bigger than me.
Hey, that's like, don't tell me that. Go out and do it.
Yeah, go do it. It's not going to make me smaller.
Right.
Like, okay, who worked harder, Jordan or Kobe? This is from Dean.
All right. I've always put this in this book. I've always said this. All right. Kobe worked harder than MJ, but MJ worked smarter.
Okay. How has Relentless been affected by 10X from We Are Dog Training? That's a good question.
How has
Relentless been affected by the 10X thing?
Listen, let me tell you, when you were doing your first event, when you were doing your first 10X thing, Jared had read the book. All right. And they connected, Sherry and Jared connected. And then you gave us the opportunity.
Say, who's this old guy?
You gave us, and you were like, what the hell I need a trainer on stage? What the hell I need a trainer on stage for?
And also, we hadn't paid anybody, and you guys held on a fee. And I told Grant, I said, Grant, we need to pay him. It's going to be worth it. This book is fucking amazing.
And he let me close the event. So with all that, so some people rise under the pressure. And I knew, I don't know who Grant, I knew who Grant was. And then once we said we were going to do the event, everybody's like, oh, you can't do business with Grant. Why are you telling me?
How many people told you that?
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy, man.
Listen, people still tell, I guarantee it, when I get back, I turn my phone back on. Why are you doing business with Grant? Why? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
You mean you're the same guy that said you can't do business with?
Don't worry about
crazy.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. That's the thing where I'm saying is people don't worry about what you're doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah, right? That's some inside gossip. People telling Tim Grover they can't do business with me. Guess what? Guess who can't do business with me?
Huh?
Them.
Yeah, I'm just like,
okay. But guys, you have to figure out how to get on these stages of other people, man. Like, collaborate. That's not competition. That's why I said, hey, separate those two things. Right. You're not trying to be. We work together.
And here's the crazy thing. After I think it was number 3, we talked, and you guys. I remember the Sherry's getting together. I remember you getting together, and you guys. And Sherry even said this. They said, you know what? If they were smart, they'd go in a different direction. They get brand new speakers. They get it, and that's exactly what you guys did.
Yeah,
and
and we always want you there.
Right,
We
I
love
know.
you. It's just sometimes.
But a lot of people were hurt.
Oh,
that you
stop
gave
it.
them the exposure.
We're hurt.
They
Shit.
and
they don't have any jism because they still hurt.
And I'm
okay.
like,
Hey,
I'm like
Joe
crazy.
wants to know the incredible advice. Going hard is necessary, but what charities are dear to your heart?
What charities? Listen,
Dude, he's here helping people right now. Like, listen, pay attention. The man is giving you his time right now. Okay. Don't ask what's dear to his heart. He's doing it this second. He's donating his time to you. What's your name? Joe. Joe, you are the charity, bitch. Okay. Okay. You are the charity case right now that is most dear to this man's heart. He probably will never meet you.
I don't know. I'll come to a 10X event. I might
Tell you
meet
what, Joe. Tell you what I'm gonna do, Joe. Just because Joe, I'm gonna buy his book and send it to you. Okay, Joe, send the information to Annie. Okay, so we're gonna make you the charity today. All right. Who or what motivates you, Tim Grover? This is from Laurie. Who or what motivates you?
What motivates me? Well, first of all, to me, motivation is entry level. All right, it's entry level. I'm beyond motivation. All right, I'm beyond motivation. All right, I already know what I have to do to get better. What I have to do to get excel. I want to be better. I want to excel more. I don't need to get motivated. I have no trouble getting out of bed. I have no trouble going in to work out. I have no trouble putting in the extra hours. What I have trouble is not doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I don't like to, I always say, listen, I don't consider myself a motivational speaker because a motivational speaker, it's like a sugar high. They take you up and they drop you down. They make you feel good for that moment.
Yeah.
All right. It's just like when
You make people feel bad.
Well, no, I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling the truth. You had enough
But
people.
the champions, I think, are motivated by a sense of like, I don't feel good about this right now. I don't feel good about myself. I look in the mirror and say, damn it, I'm disappointed in me. Do you agree with that?
Yes. You listen, Tom Brady, when he lost that one Super Bowl, I don't remember which one it is. All right. He didn't talk. He set the Super Bowl record for the most yards. And the only thing he could talk about was when they ran that play for him and they threw the ball to him and he dropped it. That's the only thing that stuck in his head.
Yeah.
Because you know why? He's supposed to do the rest of those things.
Stuck in your head too.
Yeah.
Okay. Igor says, Tim, pay respect to Kobe. I guess because you picked Michael over Kobe. I don't know. That's stupid, right?
Yeah, I pay respect to all of the guys all the time.
Okay.
Right?
How do you feel? How do you get people to see your side when you have differences in opinions? This is from Spencer.
Why are you trying to get them to see your side? All right. If you believe in your side and you believe in it, and the results show, if your results show, there's more than opinions, because most people, the only opinions they want to hear is if it matches theirs. When you contradict them,
who you vote for,
right, or you show them a different way. When you started Cardone Capital, all right, and people were like, well, you know what? How much money have you raised?
$450 million.
Right. And how much money?
None.
Okay. So now
it's insane. Dude.
Right.
It's
but that's your way of doing it. You don't let somebody else's opinion. Everybody else's opinion was you can't do it that way.
Yeah. How do you get your steps in order? This from Jackie.
Well, find out first. You need to find out what's
ABC, man. ABC.
All right. Well, I'll just give you an A right there.
There you
all
go.
right. Find out what's fucking up your steps and deal with that. All right. That's what it. So you can't deal with B and C unless you get A in check. Once you get A in check, then you deal with B. Then you deal.
Yeah.
Deal
Do
with
you
C.
think that there's an intelligent? I hear people talk about what is it called? Emotional intelligence. But I'm like, where's the problem intelligence? Like the ability to prioritize what problem to solve, because there's not 7 problems, right?
there's usually one. Here's a problem. People spend so much time on the little problems because they don't want to deal with the real problem. So they deal with the little stuff because they know the big thing is sitting in here, but they don't want to deal with it. So they keep dealing with the little, as people always tell me, I don't have enough time. You got enough time. You just got to look at all this. You got to look at your schedule and look at all the time that's being wasted.
Right.
And if you look at that, you get your steps in order, and then you can start moving forward.
Joey wants to know, what is your morning routine? What is Tim Grover's morning routine?
My morning routine is, if I get up in the morning,
If you do.
if I do, because guess what? One day,
You're going to bust your morning routine.
none of us
That's what I
are.
always say. First thing I do is I wake up, hopefully.
Yeah, I wake up and I can put my feet on the ground. That's a good day.
Yeah.
Everything after that's up to me.
Yeah.
That's my routine. Everything up there is up to me. I don't have
You don't have a set
I don't
thing.
have a set. Listen, I make sure I get in my workout. I make sure I eat properly. I
You're
put my
looking good,
time
by
in
the
for
way.
work.
You're
Thank you.
looking-
I'm trying to
you're
keep up with
looking
you,
good,
brother.
I've seen a lot of people too, like people get in shape and then other people get in shape. Like, how much of that
Yes.
influences people? What people are
It
doing?
does. Successful people want to hang out with successful
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
All right.
Let's see. How do you keep on top of your game? Do you, Tim Grover, have a mentor? This from Bridget.
Listen, every person I talk to, every person I meet, if you just shut up and listen to them and pay attention, you can learn something from them. All right. It's plain and simple. All right. You can learn something from that. You listen, you learn stuff from your kids
Oh yeah, 100%.
all the time. All right. You learn something from Jerry. You learn something from you. I guarantee you and Sherry are constantly learning. She's always. Here's the thing: if you're the smartest person in the room, get the hell out of that room. You need to find a different room, all right? Because most people, that's an ego thing. I got to be the smartest person. I got to be the smartest person in
Wrong
there.
room.
No.
You
You're in
need
the
a new
wrong.
room.
You're in the wrong room. I'll tell a story. During the Bulls practices, Michael and Scotty never played on the same team because Michael said the only way I can get better is I have to play against
Pippen.
Pippen. I have to play against the best. If him and I are on the same team,
Yeah.
we're not going to get better.
How did you like the show, the Amazon show?
Yes,
You did.
the Netflix and that ESPN, the Last Dance. So I was shocked. So I didn't know how much airtime they were going to give me.
Yeah, they gave you some good time. You look good on there. You look good. I don't know why that's not on your resume, by the way. It should be on your resume.
So you'll have to talk to her.
Why isn't it on his resume? I didn't see it today. I watched The Last Dance in Pueblo as Lewis Curtis. I lost my name, they probably tell you the whole deal. Anyway, I was over there for 3 months. Every night, it literally got me through like a week of terrible nights in Pueblo by myself. Broke, no name. What does age matter? This is from Michael. Does age matter?
Age does not matter. Age is experience. All right. There's so many individuals. Listen, Jill, when did you start here?
10 years ago.
10 years ago. 30.
26.
All right. So he was 26. All right. Hey, listen, you have to get better. You have to get better with age. You have to get wiser with age. How old are you?
62.
Aren't you in the best shape you've ever been in?
100%. Better than when I was 26.
All right.
Everything's better.
Yeah.
What is a recent challenge that you've overcome?
Miami traffic. to get here.
We should have sent the helicopter for it. Tom Caitlin wants to know, no bullshit, what's the best way to find and hire the best business coach for him?
You have to find somebody that you can align with, but who's going to hold you accountable. That's not always going to agree with everything you say. That's not always going to tell you what you want to hear. All right, that's going to make you uncomfortable. This is what I say. I deal in the reality and I deal in the truth. And the best of the best, they want to deal in reality. They want to deal in the truth. So if that's what you're doing, lean to that person. If you're looking for somebody else that wants to sugarcoat things, that wants to make you happy and do the things, don't come to me.
Yeah, and I would just tell you guys, like, you need to find somebody who's done whatever you're talking about, not just
Just not talk about it, yeah, because on the Instagram
and
stuff
it's doing
thing
it now. Like they're
yeah.
doing it. They're mixing the package right now because things do change.
Things do change, and
some things
also,
never change, but there are other
listen,
things.
I guarantee it. There's people who are doing mentoring, who are doing life coaching, or whatever you want to be. Snuck into his parking lot, took a picture next to one of his cars, and is claiming it's his.
Yeah, oh yeah,
People, yeah.
Why is KC wants to know why is success so upsetting to some of us? What's wrong with the mindset? That's a great question.
Well, you know why it's so upsetting is because success separates you from the pack. It separates you from your habits, and what happens is the most successful people, it's funny, are actually the most loneliest. Loneliest meaning it's harder to find a group of more successful individuals, like-minded people. It's easy to stay in the middle of the pack because in the middle of the pack, you can't be seen. Once you become successful, everything you do gets put on stage. Everybody
do you
notices.
think some people don't want success because of that comment you just made? It gets a little lonelier.
It does get, yeah. A lot of people love comfort. They love comfort. Hey, listen, it's so much easier to eat bad food, pick up a pizza, go to McDonald's, go to wherever you want to go, or than to eat healthy. And then when you eat healthy, what do people who are eating unhealthy?
Were you vegan now?
Yeah, they ask you these questions. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? How you come out? Listen, I'm not drinking today. You go out with somebody, you tell them you're not drinking, and they're drinking.
Yeah,
they think you
got a problem with alcohol. What you got a problem, man? What's the deal?
You got people that are they can't accept it.
What are your transferable skills from the greats that you can transfer to business and life, Tim Grover?
It's all. Listen, what I talked about earlier. Listen, you need to have talent. You need to have intelligence. You need to be competitive, and I'm going to add one more to that. You got to be resilient. Mm-hmm. All great champions, all great competitors, all great business people. All right. You look at their successes, all right, but you don't look at all the stuff that they had to go through to get to that part. All right. You look at the timepieces. You don't look at the Timex that had the broken glass on it way back.
The fake Rolex.
Yeah. All right.
That didn't even work, by the way.
Right.
You got a fake one? You got a fake one?
Oh yeah, I had a box of them. Are you kidding me? I used to sell them. Fareed says, please ask my question. Number one.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. Two, what's the best advice you can tell some? You got my attention, by the way. What's the best advice you can tell someone who's at the midpoint of their career and is still paying the price, going uphill, but is tired and facing the worst adversaries?
Well, the adversaries if those are individuals that you're dealing with, all right, make your circle smaller. All right. It's funny when you talk about I always correlate everything to athletes because that's what I've seen. And you talk about this with athletes and their money. All right. The athlete that as they become more successful, their circle gets smaller. All right. The athlete that becomes more successful and their circle becomes larger, then they don't know what direction they're going in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because what happens is they think your success and your hard work and everything should go into them by osmosis. So all the time and commitment that you made, all the sacrifices you made, they should benefit the rewards because they were with you at that time. They weren't doing the work with you. They were just with you at that time. So if you've gone through this already now, don't quit now. Don't quit. All right. This is the time you got to keep. Here's the thing. Everybody says you got to push forward. Sometimes it ain't about pushing forward. Sometimes you got to crawl, you got to pull, you got to tug, you got to go up, you got to go down, you got to go in you got to go all in the different directions. Sometimes pushing ain't the right direction.
And Fareed, it sounds like to me this question sounds like you're all by yourself, man. That's the other thing. When COVID hit, I said, guys, please don't try to do this thing by yourself.
You can't do it by yourself.
Nobody should be trying to do anything. We're so divided right now. I mean, if this was a debate, I'd have to get a little thing in between us, right? The world is so divided right now. Like if it wasn't enough politically to divide, now we got the COVID thing. Everybody, I got to put a mask on and I got to have this 6 feet. And look at all this division. You cannot, and this isn't a comment about COVID as much as it is about, you need people right now. People need people. And we're being pulled apart. Families are being pulled apart.
And with technology, you have access to so many more people.
Yeah. How are you using, one of the questions here from Dog Training, how are you using social media to build your brand and your business?
I've learned a lot of that from you. You know, like, listen, this is when you, here's the thing. I'll give everybody.
How many times has Sherry said, that guy's older than you, Tim, and look what he's doing on social.
Here's the thing. All I had to say is, you know what the easiest way to master social media? All right. Look at your top social media people. When they post, you post.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. When they post you, you know what? They've done all the homework for you. They know the time. They've done the algorithms.
Why when I try to join one of yours, or I invite you in? Like anytime, tell him this. Anytime I'm doing a live and you're on, dude, you always invite. I'll help build your audience.
You always invite.
I always invite him in. Yeah. Every time I'm like, come in, Tim.
Yeah.
Because it'll be. You have one of those Android phones or something.
Yeah.
That might be the problem. Is that the problem, or does Android accept?
No. You invite when you know. I also
hit the fucking accept.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like,
I won't put any jism on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good news, particularly nowadays. It builds your audience. So, please ask my question. What? No, that's the same person. Okay. 2 years from into my insurance agency, I started from scratch. I 4x my revenue. I wake up 6 days a week at 3:15, crash around 11:30. I just hired 4 agents. What would you tell me to do? But I want more quicker. What would you do?
I'll let you handle that. You're the one that deals with.
Dude, you're doing it. You're in the game. You're doing it. Like just, okay.
Here's the one thing I'll tell you about when you hire those individuals. All right. If you think those 4 people are going to work just as hard, they're just going to be as dedicated as you are, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed.
100%.
If you have a half of one that's willing to do the same thing you can do,
right
if you can just have half of one, you're okay. So you're expecting the same people to be do the things the same way, push the same way. It's never gonna happen.
Today we talked about product lines, and I know I'm sure you guys have studied some of the stuff we do, how many products we have.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, how do you apply relentless?
But what I missed was I need you to go. You were going like 297. You were like, why was a 7? Like you were like, okay, I'm going to tell you why I was.
No, I didn't say why it was a 7. You got stuck on it being a 7.
Okay.
These guys think it's a 7 because the Chinese have a problem with 9 or something. I don't know. They think 297 converts better than. I personally think that should be 300, 500.
Oh,
but there's a bunch of stuff out there that says, look, don't break the 0.
Right.
Because people can transact better if it's 297.
I just thought
Jared's got psychological proven A/B test.
Oh,
yeah,
I just thought that I was like, I missed that part. So I was just
today and today only, we're going to change everything to a 6. Okay. But how would you apply a relentless kind of attack on that kind of decision?
On the decision to what?
To have multiple products.
Oh, you listen.
Like, am I relentless when I'm selling this?
Yes. You and you know what? There's a product out there for everybody. You said you offer products for 50 grand and you offer products for $20.
Yeah.
All right. And once you get the person interested, if they can learn and say, you know what? Hey, I like what these guys doing. I like this. I want to know more. You give them a chance to know more, and you get a chance to know a little bit more. So the information, listen, with your Instagram, with all the other stuff, you can get stuff at any price. You can get at the highest price. But here's the thing. If the information is out there, okay, information really doesn't cost you much. All right, the price comes in what you do with that information.
Yeah, exactly. And it costs you more not doing.
Yes.
It costs you in what you paid to get it.
Yes.
Tim Grover, the book's Relentless. You're an awesome dude, man. I appreciate you being here. You guys give a lot of love to Tim Grover on Instagram. Your handle on Instagram is
at Tim Grover.
At Tim Grover.
Yeah.
At Tim Grover. I probably talked him into that. And I said, why don't you just be at Tim Grover? Okay. So please follow him on Instagram. He's a great dude. He goes live all the time. Great advice. He's a great mentor to me. I know he's inspired my company, the people at my company. When we do a growth conference, it's not me up there by myself. I'm not doing anything by myself. I keep telling you guys, stop this madness that you're going to do anything by yourself. Nobody has ever done anything. Michael Jordan didn't.
I'll give you a great example. At the Hall of Fame speech, Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame speech, the first thing he says, I want to thank Scottie Pippen because I would have not had my 6 championship rings without him. That was the first thing he said.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's ever done anything great by themselves. Give me one example of one person that we know of that did anything by themselves. Quit trying to do this and it's going to cost money to do stuff with other people. You can pick up your neighborhood buddy that you grew up with. That'll cost nothing. It'll cost you everything. It'll cost you the dream. So Jared and I hooked up. Jared was in another part of the country, traveled over to meet me. He's having 10 years here celebrating. We got Dave Robards here, Steve Spray. These guys are going to be millionaires because they moved from where they were comfortable, to work with somebody to teach them something they didn't know, to give them an opportunity they didn't have. I bring him on stage to open that audience up. Some people hate me and love Tim. Some people hate Tim. Tim, the way Tim talks on stage, it makes me look like a choir boy. So that's one of the reasons we bring him back. Like I can get away for some of my colorful comments. People quit tagging on me because of Tim. Tim's so colorful. So make sure you get the book, okay? Homework. Your homework tonight is to join us at grantcardone.com/virtual. Okay. Everybody that joins tonight, 5,000 points immediately. Okay. Now, Jared doesn't know this because Jared runs the company he runs it.
Can we make it
Sherry
5,097?
organizes it, keeps everything going. But basically, I'm the one making decisions. Okay. So we're going to give, everybody that grabs this offer tonight, grantcardone.com/virtual, because they said it was creating a lot of problems. So I'm like, hey, you know what?
Create more.
Let's create some more problems. Okay. How many points is a lot of points?
50,000.
50,000 points. Really?
Mm-hmm.
50,000 points for anyone that gets grantcardone.com/virtual tonight.
50,000?
All of a sudden that changes everything. And this is not fair, by the way, folks. Okay. Because life, I've never seen it be fair, treat anybody fairly. It's just not a fair game. I don't know why everybody thinks, oh my God, it's so unfair. 50,000 points. What are we giving away for 50,000 points? How do you do that? grantcardone.com/virtual. Virtual is what you buy. And then you go to the contest page. You got to enter on the contest page to get your points. So you can literally go from 0 to 50,000 today. We're going to give away 10 spots on the stage in Las Vegas in front of 12,000 people. What's it worth to walk out on that stage? Just from a confidence thing.
Everything. That's the easiest way of it. Everything.
Forget money, guys. Get on that stage. That'll be the bio. You never need another bio. Okay, so
there's people that have did the growth of one and never came back, weren't invited back. That's still in all their videos.
and that they probably got more speaking gigs from that one event.
Of course they did.
40 minutes. Than they would have gotten ever without it. So that's one thing. So grantcardone.com/virtual. The VIP, when you grab VIP, we're going to do a pitch fest. These guys think we're going to do one night, but we're not. We're going to figure out how to do 3 nights of pitches. Can we do that? Thursday night, you'll come in a room. You're going to pitch our team. Huh?
3 nights of what?
They're going to pitch.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
They pitch their business. Yeah.
You're going to pitch your company. You're going to pitch your company, and the best idea is going to get shown. The best company idea, the best pitch is basically you're going to get shared with tens of thousands of people. Your company will get known. And who knows, we're going to give some awards away for cash. But more important than cash, maybe you go to St. Bart's with me and the wife. Maybe you get a ride on the 10X Airlines. We're going to do something crazy. We haven't figured out what that is. And maybe me and Brandon decide, hey, you know what? We want to invest in your company. So we're looking for companies to invest in. Jared, what else?
Yeah, so
I'm missing a whole bunch.
Yeah,
of stuff.
no,
I'm not
just
supposed to do these.
Yeah, so just the most important thing right now is that you guys hook up for grantcardone.com/virtual because tonight the price will go up. So the pricing that you have today right now is the last chance that you guys have to take advantage of the offer before prices go up. They will go up tonight at midnight. The price will go up for sure. Probably going to take away some of the bonuses as well. because we want people to act. We want people to take advantage of this. We want to start filling this thing up so that we can plan for how many books we need to print, so we can plan for how many people to prepare for. Everybody's getting a workbook sent out to them that's in the US. So we need to start getting some numbers wrapped around this thing. So take advantage of it tonight. Don't wait. GrantCardone.com/virtual.
Okay.
Second thing, I just want to let
you talked about this book too yesterday. Remember, this is going to go to 197, and we're going to give it to everybody.
So
how do you want to handle that?
I have no idea.
Do that today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
We'll do this tomorrow.
We're gonna come back tomorrow, guys. That's the second announcement.
Yeah, that's the second announcement.
Is we're doing a bonus day tomorrow. So the price goes up today, but we're still gonna show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock p.m. East Coast Standard Time. We have Glenn Stearns.
Not tomorrow. Glenn Stearns tomorrow.
Yeah, Glenn Stearns tomorrow.
Is Glenn tomorrow?
Yeah.
Undercover billionaire.
Yeah.
First. Man, I cannot wait to do this.
And then we have another bonus day on
Glenn's
Friday.
worth a half a brick, by the way. Sorry. Just
another bonus day on Friday, and then of course Saturday is
who's Friday? Who we got? Friday?
Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet Smith. You know Kenny Smith, right?
I know Kenny very well.
NBA.
So then Saturday is the 10X day. Remember that is our all day grand finale of the 10X challenge. So many people reached out and they want to keep this going. We added 2 bonus days plus a marathon day.
Give.
But
man.
let me just tell you, the best way to continue with us is to go GrantCardone.com/virtual. This is where you're going to get the skills. This is where you're going to get the strategies. This is where you're going to get the opportunity to put everything that we're teaching you into work. We're going to give you a plan to execute when you come spend 3 days
You're
with
going
us.
to walk away with the execution, ABC, that I tried to get from my little old friend right here. ABC. You're going to walk out and you're going to be like, okay, A, B, C. This is exactly what I need to do with my money. This is what I need to do with my business. This is what I need to hire. This is where I need to add people. This is where I need to get rid of people. This is the move I need to make. You'll walk away with the ABC recipe.
This is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. Things open back up in December. We may never do an event like this ever again. And this is going to be once in a lifetime, once of its kind. So take advantage of it now. Don't wait till the price goes up. You're going to kill yourself for having to spend an extra $200, $300, $400 because we get to the end of this thing. Yeah, just don't. I mean, it's just going to be ridiculous. So take advantage tonight. It's the night. GrantCardone.com/virtual. 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 In case you didn't hear me.
5 o'clock tomorrow night. Glenn Stearns. Everybody that signs up tonight gets 50,000 bonus points. So you guys at the top of the food chain, you got 70,000 right now.
Watch your back.
Okay. You want another 50,000? You got to go buy one of them tickets. Okay. Now, anybody that buys the VIP, you get 100,000 points tonight. Now, how about that, huh? You know why I do that? Because I can. See you guys tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
See you guys.